Hello everyone. I welcome you all for online video tutorial by Department of Civil Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Myself, Professor Gautam, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. In today's class, I am going to explain about design of flexible pavement as per IRC 37-2001. Now let us take the problem straight away. So here is a problem. Design a two-lane flexible pavement for a road expected to carry a 1,200 commercial vehicles per day, provided at the time of construction with an expected growth rate of 10%. Assume each vehicle has an axle load of 9,980 kg with a single axle. Design life is 20 years and CBR of subgrade soil is 5%. For this problem, you need to design what is the thickness of pavement, that is a different layers thickness we need to design as per IRC 37-2001. So here the problem is we have to construct a two-lane road, and that road will carry a traffic of 1,200 CVD during the time of construction, and per every year there is a growth of traffic for about 10%. And he is saying that vehicle is having an average axle load of 9,980 kg with a single axle, and design life of the pavement is 20 years and CBR of the subgrade soil is 5%. For this data, we need to design thickness of each layer of the pavement. Now, to start with the problem, let us note down the data what he had given. So he had saying that road expected to carry a traffic of 1,200 CVD. Therefore, you can designate it as capital A, that is equal to 1,200 CVD. And growth rate is 10%. Growth rate indicated as R, small r, that is equal to 10%. 10% means 10 divided by 100, that is equal to 0.1. Then you have to note down vehicle damage factor, that is F value, that is calculated as axle load divided by standard axle load to the power of 4. Okay, guys, here you remember, since he had given here in terms of kg as a standard axle, as a given axle load, in the denominator also you have to substitute that standard axle load in terms of kg only. That's why 8,160 kg. Suppose here he had given in terms of kilonewton, then you have to consider in the denominator it as 80 kilonewton if the numerator value is in terms of kilonewton. Okay, if the numerator value is in terms of ton, you have to consider in the denominator standard axle weight as 8.16 ton to calculate F value. So please have a note on this section. So here 9,980 kg he has given, therefore in the denominator also standard axle load I had take it as 8,160 kg to the power of 4. So that is equal to 2.23. Okay, then capital D value. So capital D stands for LDF. LDF means lane distribution factor. So for two-lane road, because in the problem he is saying that it is a two-lane road, therefore for two-lane road, lane distribution factor is equal to how much? 0.75. Then design life is designated as small n, that is equal to 20 years as given in the problem. Okay. Now, first we have to calculate what is the total amount of traffic using in that road. Okay, that is n suffix s value you need to calculate. So that is calculated by using the formula. So here you can see there is a formula for that. You can see the right tab. I'm just trying to show that formula. Yeah. So 365 into A into 1 plus R to the power of n minus 1 into F into D divided by R. I already said what is the meaning of F, what is the meaning of D. Okay, I already said this. So NS stands for, it is a cumulative number of standard axle to be carried during an design life. Okay, so this value we need. So remaining A stands for traffic, that is an traffic plying on that road, that is equal to 1,200 CVD. Then in this formula, R stands for growth rate, that is equal to 10%. And F stands for vehicle damage factor, that is equal to 2.23. And D stands for, it is a lane distribution factor, that is equal to 0.75. So all the data is available. Just substitute all the data in the problem and check out what is this n suffix s value. So that is equal to 41.95 into 10 to the power of 6. That you can write it as 42 MSA. MSA stands for million standard axle. Now for this MSA and for this CBR value, you have to see the design catalogs provided by IRC 37/2001 in order to find out thickness of different layers of the flexible pavement. So here you can see, so these are called as pavement design catalogs. So these catalogs has two bifurcations. One catalog for the traffic 1 to 10 MSA. Here you can see one catalog for traffic 1 to 10 MSA and another set of catalogs for the traffic 10 to 150 MSA. Now our traffic is 42 MSA, therefore it belongs to the catalog number 2. So in the catalog number 2, we are having a different values for different CBR. Now our CBR value is how much? 5%. Therefore, you just check the table whichever relevant to CBR 5%. So here we got that. So here it is in CBR 3%. Now you have to refer this table in order to fix thickness of different layers of the road. Okay. So here you can see cumulative traffic had started from 10 to 150. So ours is 42 MSA, right? 42 means it will come in between 30 MSA and 40 MSA. For 30 MSA, total pavement thickness is 710 mm. I had written here. So for 50 MSA traffic, total pavement thickness is 730. I had written here. So do the interpolation in between these two. For 42 MSA, total required pavement thickness is how much? 722 mm. Okay. Similarly, calculate what is the bituminous concrete thickness, BC layer thickness. So do the interpolation between 30 and the 50. Anyhow, for the 30 also it is 40 mm. For 50 also it is 40 mm. So obviously, so it is equal to 40 mm for 42 MSA. Then DBM stands for dense bituminous macadam. So for 30 MSA traffic, it is 120, and for 50 MSA traffic, it is 140. So do the interpolation in between 120 to 140. For 42 MSA, it is equal to how much? 132 mm. So that's what I had written here. And base course is 250 mm and sub base course is 300 mm. Okay. So for the given problem, total thickness of the pavement we need to provide is 722 mm. Bituminous concrete thickness is 40 mm. Dense bituminous macadam thickness is 132 mm. And base course thickness is 250 mm. And sub base course thickness is 300 mm. And this is how you need to calculate, or you need to design the layers of pavement according to IRC 37/2001. Guys, I hope all of you understood today's problem. We will meet in the next class with another problem. Thank you.